Coming up on Mountain News at 6, Governor Beshear and state police released the annual statewide crime report. And with school out for summer break, one Eastern Kentucky college is doing some remodeling.
And strong to severe storms continue to work toward the region as we head late tonight and into tomorrow. I'm breaking down the very latest as Mountain News at 6 starts now.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
After widespread flooding in parts of western Kentucky, we could see more severe weather across the state and here in the mountains, especially tomorrow. First Alert meteorologist Evan Hatter is back with us now to break things down. Evan?
That's right, Steve. A well-deserved, in my opinion, break from things as we've gone through today. We've had a couple downpours, but we're in good shape. That changes tomorrow. Scattered strong to severe storms move back into the region, especially late tomorrow morning into early afternoon. That's when the models are indicating the best opportunity for that now. Heavy rain and damaging winds, the main threats, and we've seen quite a bit of heavy rain across the state earlier on today. Level 2 slight risk, though, in place for tomorrow for much of the region. If you're not under the level 2, you're under the level 1, so everybody's got at least a small threat for damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour and some localized high water issues, though I don't think they'll be as widespread nearly as what they've dealt with in West Kentucky today. We're a clean sweep on pinpoint Doppler right now. Out in West Kentucky, we just expired all of the flash flood warnings that were still in effect from this morning for parts of McCracken County into Graves and Graves and Callaway County. I believe Ballard was part of that as well. The radar estimated nearly 15 inches of rain just at that point south of Fancy Farm. Quite a bit of rain today. Absolutely heartbreaking images out of West Kentucky. 5 inches of rain, Paducah, 6.6 officially at the airport in Mayfield, but more than 11 inches at the Mesonet site, which is 6 miles west of downtown. Mayfield would be the new state record should it be confirmed, verified out there, breaking a record that has been existent for 26 years. In fact, this report right here north of Dukedom in southern parts of Graves County is a report of 12 inches of rain. Absolutely incredible out in West Kentucky this morning. For us, we'll have some thunderstorms try to re-enter the picture with those lows in the middle and upper 60s tonight. Steve, I'll have the very latest on when we could see some of that heavy rain move in a few minutes.
Evan, thank you. Parts of western Kentucky have certainly seen their share of natural disasters with the tornadoes back in 2021. But as Evan's been talking about, in the last 24 hours, that area has been experiencing just torrential rainfall. Less than 2 years ago, the city of Mayfield was devastated by an EF4 tornado. Now, that town is experiencing nearly a foot of rain. Here's just some of the damage we've received video of today. The Graves County Sheriff's Office says it's historic flooding in that area. We understand parts of Graves County saw anywhere from 8 to 11 inches of rain, maybe a state record set. Earlier this afternoon, Governor Beshear declared a state of emergency. There have been several high water rescues, but the only good news out of this is so far, no deaths reported out of that major flash flooding in western Kentucky. In KSP's 2022 Crime in Kentucky report, state police say the vast majority of Kentucky's serious crimes went down last year. It was released just hours ago, and Samantha Valentino is breaking it down for us.
Overall reports of Kentucky's serious Group A crimes went down nearly 10% in 2022 from 2021. Arrests in this group went down by 6.2%. That's according to Kentucky State Police. These crimes include homicide, human trafficking, and sex offenses.
Any single report of homicide, robbery, or other violent crime is too many, but it shows how law enforcement in Kentucky have worked so hard to bring these numbers down from 2021.
Of the 23 Group A categories, 16 saw a decrease in arrests and 18 saw a decrease in crimes reported. 3 crimes make up 2/3 of Group A offenses: larceny, theft, drug narcotic offenses, and assault. All 3 of these went down.
This report is encouraging news that we are moving in the right direction. This is what is possible when we work together to build each other up and to do what's best for our families.
And Kentucky State Police say they're continuing their efforts to improve public safety in several ways, including with their new computer-aided dispatch system.
We are the first agency in the nation to launch such a statewide cloud-based system.
Commissioner Burnett says the CAD system went statewide June 25th. It includes KSP and 52 other agencies who they dispatch for.
This will enable KSP to share critical, timely information with those agencies as well, while also improving efficiency and enhanced responder safety.
According to KSP, the new system provides a text function and enables law enforcement to obtain a person's location upon them dropping a PIN notification on their cell phone. In Frankfort, Samantha Valentino, WKYT.
And KSP says the crime data in their report comes from 98% of Kentucky's law enforcement entities. Attorney General Daniel Cameron has announced who his running mate will be for the November election. Cameron announced Senator Robbie Mills as his right-hand man if he wins the big race against incumbent Andy Beshear in November. Mills represents the 4th District, which includes counties such as Henderson, Hopkins, Union, and Webster in the western part of the state. Cameron and Mills are set to make stops throughout the state later this week.
We will get Kentucky back to work again. We all know there's too many people. Our workforce participation is very, very, very low. We've got to get more people back to work. We will have law and order again. And we will restore Kentucky values to the governor's office again.
Cameron and Mills will make stops, as I said, in parts of the state, mainly in central and western Kentucky, later this week. A northern Kentucky community came together last night to remember 2 brothers killed in a tragic boating accident. 18-year-old Chase Fisher and 14-year-old Cole Fisher died last week. The Villa Hills community gathered for a prayer vigil to support the family. Visitation for the brothers will be on Sunday from 2:30 to 6:30 p.m. at St. Joseph Church in Crescent Springs. A mass of Christian burial will be the following day at the church. Last week, a Winchester community member found flyers downtown of what looked to be a recruitment tactic for the group Patriot Front. That's an organization that aims to reclaim America and recognize Americans who are of European races. Winchester police officials say although it is not confirmed as to whether the flyers were placed downtown by locals or outsiders, they say this is an isolated incident they are continuing to investigate.
We're extra patrolling the downtown area. We've got officers that are out on bike patrol, officers that are out on foot, and officers in their vehicles. Keeping an eye out, see if we see anybody that's spreading these flyers out there.
Hall adds he's only heard of reports of the flyers being posted downtown, possibly due to it being a high traffic area and gaining more attention than other parts of the county. Alice Lloyd College in Knott County has been undergoing renovations as most students are on break for the summer. WYMT's Chandler Wilcox talked with the school president about where they are in that process.
Floodwater damaged Alice Lloyd College's main roadway and structures around it, including a retaining wall. Administrators then met to make rebuilding plans.
We got a plan of action together. What can we do to strengthen the school in the future? And architect engineer came up with the idea of a ready rock retaining wall.
Crews are now installing rock along the road as well as other rebuilding projects.
That's been the major project. We've also been building some new bridges, and we'll be doing repaving of everything.
Not only are they rebuilding from the flood, but they are also making new additions like the Bell Tower Chapel behind me.
The Bell Tower Chapel is almost complete, right in the heart of campus, and we wanted that, and the chapel aspect also. We are a Christian-based school, and we wanted in the heart of campus for us to sort of have that symbolism of the chapel.
Renovating dorms has been another focus. Crews have recently completed one women's dorm, and STEP says they are working to improve men's dorms as well.
And this summer, all bathrooms will be totally renovated by the time students come back, and we'll be working on other improvements as the year goes on.
STEP says they will be able to take more residential students with the renovations. Their first day of classes will be August 15th. In Knott County, Chandler Wilcox, WYMT Mountain News.
Alice Lloyd College will also be hosting a celebration for their 100th anniversary in October during their Appalachia Day homecoming. A big year for them. Alice Lloyd and June Buchanan founded the college, first called Caney Junior College, in 1923 in the Pippa-Passes community. Earlier this month, Kentucky Power donated a bucket truck to Hazard Community and Technical College for their lineman training program. HCTC and AEP have partnered to advance and expand the lineman training program to improve students' hands-on training. WYMT's Madison Carmouche spoke with HCTC officials about how this donated truck will help.
HCTC has expanded their lineman program to their Leslie County campus. This means they needed another bucket truck.
With one bucket truck, we have to share that vehicle. Now with this new truck, and it's a larger bucket truck, we'll be able to not just share, but we can use them as we need to by size and by tasks that we have.
While students are training with the lineman training program, they receive hands-on experience that prepares them for the lineman workforce.
So in this vehicle, they learn how to stock it because if you'll notice, there's a lot of bins back here. So they stock it with material for the job that they need for the day. The bucket allows them to go up to the top of the poles, which we use about 45, 55-foot poles in the air, and that's where we work.
As the program is growing, so is the school's relationship with American Electric Power.
And they've provided curriculum input, and we've just been very thankful to have them as a partner with our lineman program. So the donation of the bucket truck to us has just been one more way that they have provided support for our community and our region in helping us with this very important program.
In Perry County, Madison Carmouche, WYMT Mountain News.
HCTC officials say they are excited to be working with AEP to create curriculum for an advanced lineman program in the near future. New research is linking a lifetime of interpersonal violence to an increased risk of developing diabetes. A researcher at UK is part of a group studying the connection. Dr. Ann Coker worked on the study with researchers at a college in Nashville. She says it includes about 25,000 participants from a diverse population who shared their experiences with violence between 2002 and 2015, though the length of time the violence occurred was not measured.
There may be aspects of what happens when a person experiences violence that may increase the risk of developing diabetes.
Dr. Coker encourages people to seek help if they are experiencing violence or abuse, and that bystander interventions are also key. If you see something, say something.
Well, coming up, showers and thunderstorms continue to work through the region as we head toward tomorrow and even part of Friday thanks to this stationary boundary. I'm breaking down the latest just ahead. Plus,
a group of first responders hit the roads across the mountains to honor the fallen.